Hey guys, it's SassTalks and welcome back to another miraculous video, and it has been a while. I think we can all admit we've sort of been in a drought when it comes to miraculous content and even news. But that does seem to be on a upturn, as we have gotten a lot of snippets of new episodes coming out. It really seems like March is going to be our month. A few episodes may be dropping. One of them, which I'll be talking about today, A Fairly Good Night. Now, we did get a trailer about a week and a half ago. I'm sure you've all seen it, so there's no point of me making a video going over every single thing. But I will be going over what I think the plot will, show us, any major things that may be happening in this episode, and so on. So let's get into it. First things first, what do I think is going to be like a big reveal? And that's nothing. If I'm being honest, this seems like it's going to be a very good, soft cushion episode. We get a few every season, like something as a placeholder in between major episodes. And that seems like this is what it's going to be, which is nothing wrong. I really like cushion episodes. I like that they're able to build up secondary characters. We saw a lot of them in other seasons. This season weirdly has very little. I feel like every other episode is something crazy, which, don't get me wrong, I do love. But it's cool to have a cushion episode. Specifically cool for Max, because I really like Max's character, and I really like how much he's been being used this season. He's very much the transport guy, and it's good to have like some more personality for him, seeing as we see him all the time now. And it seems like there's going to be two main plots. One of them being Max's relationship with his mother / his mother going into space, it seems like. And secondary, due to his mother going into space, he's going to be staying with Marinette and her family. So Marinette and Max's relationship as friends, which both are really good plot lines I want to see more of. So I'm really excited. First things first, what do I think the main plot line's gonna be? Okay, so we can see in the video or in the trailer that it sort of gives us a lot of plot line details, which I'm actually pretty surprised by. I feel like I could kind of piece the whole episode together just by the trailer, which is kind of cool. I wish that they kept more away from the trailer so it was more surprising. Specifically him staying with Marinette, that would have been a cool twist. But hey, I'm excited nevertheless. Something I want to bring up specifically is around the 16th second mark. Ladybug seems to be calling on a hero, and it seems like as soon as she clicks it, a portal opens up behind her and we see it's Max. But the expression on Cat Noir and Ladybug's face is something I want to bring up. They both look shocked. Now, this could either be Max getting there surprisingly quickly and it's going to be played off and nothing more, or it could be something else. It could be Max is already transformed and Ladybug wasn't calling for him, but he stepped into battle on his own accord due to his mother being in danger. Now, if it is the second one, that is very interesting due to Zoe's plotline. We all know that this season, miraculous heroes have to be called on by Cat Noir or Ladybug to enter battles. So if Max is entering the battle on his own accord, and we could see Ladybug's reaction to that, if she gets a little annoyed, or if she's just like, hey, your mother's in danger, I understand why you did this, just don't do it again. And depending on her reaction, we can actually like justify a lot of stuff coming from Zoe. Speaking on Zoe for a brief moment, I'm so excited to see where that plotline's going, because to like see her and Ladybug's ideals clash together on what they think is right was going to be so interesting. But back to this episode. If I were to give a just about what's going to happen, Max wakes up. His mom tells him the great news that she's going into space on some new rocket. If anything, it would be kind of interesting if that rocket is like funded by Kagami's mother, and then this whole episode is just one big plot line from Lila to find some more evidence on, Ladybug, and maybe the reason why Max stays with Marinette has to do with Lila manipulating something. We see at the last second of the episode, Lila gets a phone call, maybe she's like, everything went to plan. That's going to be very interesting if that happens. But as a gist, it's probably going to be Max's mother gets the news. Max goes to school. He sees Marinette. He talks to her about his mother going into space and is just like, ugh, I'm going to need somewhere to stay. And Marinette, obviously being a great friend, is going to be like, what? Just stay right next to me. We live right next door to the school. Max is going to be like, I don't know. Marinette's going to be her over-the-top self, and she's not going to leave him alone until he says yes. He's going to agree. They're going to go into class, watch a video about the upcoming rockets. They're going to go to Marinette's house. Max is going to get dropped off by his mother. They're going to play video games. And then Max isn't going to go to sleep. And then I feel like night is when this whole episode's going to take place. Obviously, something happens on the rocket where someone gets akumatized. I think they might take over the rocket and the crew as their power. Marinette obviously has to sneak out, transforms. Cat Noir meets her up. They call upon a hero. Whether my theory is correct that Max gets there on his own after seeing his mom's in danger, or they call up Max. Max transports them into the moon. They defeat the akumatized villain, and the day is saved. Max and his mother have a good moment, and that's it. And maybe like the end credit scene is something totally random. Or I could also be right again, and it is Lila setting up this whole system as another test to find out if Marinette is Ladybug. But that's basically all of my quick note thoughts. I could make a more in-depth version on my theory if you guys want to. But I'm very excited for more Miraculous. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Do you guys think my theory has any merit, or is it just, rubbish? This has been SassTalks. I'm out. Have a miraculous day. Peace.